What's good? What's good? I realize this might be a clickbait like title, but let's jump in. In my last video, I had mentioned how I was working in a warehouse and they offered me a promotion, which was a bullshit promotion. And I actually ended up during the process saying, hey, you should offer this job to this other person who is a female. She had actually been with the company longer, and I see a tremendous amount of potential in her. And that's me speaking from my experience as a master's degree educated business administration individual, and me as someone who has led teams of up to 20 to 25 people in a retail environment. So I have experience leading teams. I have experience in the education system of identifying talent. I've been told by many people that I can see them more than others have ever been able to see them. And so I told the company, you should offer this position to this other person. And she accepted it, of course. I don't know how much they offered it to her. She'd been with the company longer, etc. But I'm willing to bet that she's underpaid, because most of Americans are underpaid. And one of the reasons that women are paid less than men, one of the many reasons, is that they are typically known to negotiate less intensely. They won't negotiate as hard. Like, I negotiated in this job process. I had a number that I was trying to get to, and we were just way off base. And so she accepted this job. She's gonna do great in this job if she's given the right support above her, from the executive staff. That's a whole different conversation. And that's one of the reasons I didn't take the job as well, because there's just, I can see things, right? So the only reason she would not succeed in this role would be because of the staff above her. That's what I would say. But the second part of this video, why we need more stay-at-home parents. And there's two reasons, or there's many, many, many reasons, but one of them is actually connected to the labor market and how one job just doesn't support a family anymore. And we all accept that. We all just kind of go about life just whatever. Okay, that's life, and that's not okay. Because when both parents are working, that causes so much stress for the household, for the child, for the parents, for everyone. That's not a good model for society. And let me throw another variable in there. The more women that are in the workplace, that's more people who are competing for decent paying jobs. So from a simple economics perspective, and there's a lot about modern economics I don't like or disagree with, but the basic supply and demand concept, it is something that universally does make sense. If you have a whole lot of something, the value of it is just going to be less. So if you have if you have a surplus of labor value in the market because men and women are competing for these jobs, it's going to drive the wages down. So if we had fewer people competing for these jobs, the wages would rise. So the fact that men and women are competing for jobs is not helping the family structure. And just to add a layer of comedy to this, the female that I suggested take the job that I declined, she actually is a gay woman and has a girlfriend that wants to make her a stay-at-home wife. And I'm just like, man, I'm competing for you for women. I'm competing with you for jobs. It's just nonsense. And I wish it didn't have to be that way, because we all know that there are not women lining up to make men stay-at-home dads. There are biological reasons for that. Oh, and I'm at the dog park, and he made a friend. It's okay, buddy. There are biological reasons for why men want stay-at-home wives, and we can get into that on a whole nother day. But I think I'm gonna end the video now so I can play at the dog park. But just some things to think about. Thank you very much. Much love.